Business Report is sponsored by Dynamic Funds.
Welcome back. All right, Friday business. What do we have on tap? Mike Eppel, he's got the answer for you. We say hello. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Good, good. I tried to talk to you on commercial break. You were very focused. You're focused. You're watching some numbers for us.
Yeah, trying to figure out what's going on this morning because it's not looking good, unfortunately. Melanie, we've got the markets all down coming into the first trading day of October. Oh, my goodness, we're already there. September was crummy, and we're hoping that we won't be hunting for Red October.
Ooh, that was a good movie, by the way.
It was a fantastic movie. One of my favorites, actually. Definitely top 5. Saw it in Ottawa, of all places, back in the day when it first came out. Anyway, okay. I digress. Chuparo Rusky? Great Sean Connery.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then remember, I'm going to get off on a tangent here about that movie because there's so many good parts about it. Anyway.
We know what we, you know what? Okay. We know Mike's interest. Tractors, Hunt for Red October, Sean Connery.
That's right.
Done.
That's right. Okay. So, unfortunately, markets down this morning. They were down in September. The Dow yesterday down. I got a smile on my face here.
There it is.
The Dow was down 560 points yesterday, Mel. That's not good. It was down over 3% for September. NASDAQ down close to 5%. What happened? Well, you've got worries about bond yields, borrowing costs going up, central banks pulling back on stimulus, the U.S. government in a stalemate over the infrastructure spending bill. Biden wants to spend $3 trillion. People in his own party only want to spend $1.5 trillion. That's a huge number when we're talking about industrial companies and the money going into the U.S. economy. So that's key. And then we've got the news out of China of late. China's government has been hitting sector upon sector, looking for government control. They don't seem to care what the economic fallout is or from a financial market standpoint, whether it was in the casino industry, educational software. Now they're doing energy. A missive coming from China's government yesterday telling energy companies to buy supply, whether it's coal, oil, natural gas, at any and all costs for the winter. That statement, I couldn't believe that that type of talk did not have the price for oil skyrocketing. It didn't, hasn't yet. The price for coal is at a record high this morning. But this is just going to have a ripple effect through the global economy and basically make things more expensive. And what have we been talking about all year? Inflation. Cost of everything going up. China might be the root cause in the short term.
Mike, the latest when it comes to Scarlett Johansson and the legal battles that have ensued when it comes to the Black Widow, the blockbuster film, what are you seeing?
Well, they didn't do a Thanos-like snap of the fingers or anything and turn back the clock, but they settled for an undisclosed sum. Scarlett Johansson sued Disney because she said, look, you released Black Widow on streaming versus in theaters, and, you know, what's the difference from a getting paid standpoint? And her remuneration was basically on theater box office receipts. So, yeah, looks like they came to terms and got some sort of a deal done. But this, look, we've seen this is the new normal for how movies coming out. They're kind of shifting back now to the theaters, but they come out online and in video and on demand a lot sooner than they ever did. And how you get paid from that will be all in any and all future contracts for actors and actresses. You have to figure.
Okay, while we're talking about the idea of possible streaming, let's talk Netflix.
Yes.
Seeing some dollars here, but not for what we think.
Yeah, they're getting into video games. That's going to be another part of their platform. And they've been doing all sorts of releases or previews, I guess, this week, Melanie, about the next... what are some of the shows? Bridgerton and The Witcher and some of these others that were really very popular through 2020 and earlier this year. And now there's something out of South Korea called Squid Game, which is just apparently being downloaded in droves. So, yeah, Netflix. We talk about the markets being down and maybe a pullback in streaming service. No! Netflix, as of this morning, record high, $612 per share U.S. It has been a moneymaker all year.
I haven't played video games since like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
I go back to Blip and Pong and all sorts of other stuff. That's how old I am.
There you go. I had a Commodore 64. That's where I played Tetris.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So did I. Actually, that got me through university. Prior to that, I actually had one of the VIC-20s.
Oh, well, now you're dating yourself. Wee.
And you had to program all the code.
Oh,
and then there was always one that was not right, and the program didn't work. That was awesome.
There are kids watching right now going, I don't even know what you're saying to me.
About?
A whole other language. All right, Mike, have yourself a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Talk to you Monday. 6:18 is your time right now. Coming up next, a Toronto school board now saying they're going to hold off on proposed teacher cuts after getting hit with swift backlash this week over that move. That story next.